Hey guys, welcome to another episode of TRND News Channel. I'm your host Johnny Awesome and Vive la France. Today we're gonna talk about the French presidential election. Because on the 7th of May, France will elect a new president, therefore it is freaking awesome. And we're gonna talk about the two main contenders for the heavyweight presidential electionary belt. Drumroll, please. First off, we have Marine Le Pen, who is basically the equivalent of Doris Umbridge running for presidency. We have an angry, racist, anti-Semitic, and hateful individual that hates Muslims and all immigrants alike because immigrants are the devil. And on the other side, we have, drumroll please, Emmanuel Macron, who is kind of unexperienced politician. He used to be part of the Socialist Party, but he ended up inventing his own party in 2016 called The March, which means the march, not March of the month, but the march, marching forward kind of thing going on. How French revolutionary is that? So we're going to talk about these two electoral candidates and talk about the pros, the cons, and all the fun stuff. So let's start with Marine Le Pen again. So Marine Le Pen is basically if Donald Trump, had a baby with Sarah Palin, a French version of Sarah Palin, and then got a racist little blonde baby that really hates basically everyone. She is the leader of the National Front, a far-right party that basically hates immigrants to death. In fact, she wished Ebola on immigrants. She said that Ebola could be a cure for immigration in Europe. Wow. I mean, that's pretty harsh. Like, wishing Ebola on someone? Come on, that's pretty dark, people. And on the other hand, she's a bit like her father, Jean-Marie Le Pen, which invented the National Front and created it as a founder, and he was quite an anti-Semitic dude. In fact, he thought the Holocaust was over-exaggerated in history book, and really it wasn't such a big deal. He even said that if World War II was an entire book, the Holocaust should be a couple of paragraphs, because, well, people died, whatever. Ouch. So, Marine Le Pen have quite a strict immigration policy. She obviously wants to kick out all immigrants, all immigrants with any kind of terrorist activity associated with them. She wants to basically ensure that anyone who is a dual national citizenship will basically remove his other nationality and only swear loyalty to France. That's pretty racist. And she wants to keep a big eye on the mosques and ensure there are no extremists coming out. I'm not sure how that's gonna happen. It's not like we're gonna have a couple of guys waiting outside the mosque going, "Hey, so you were the 10th bearded guy that came out. Terrorists have beards. You're a terrorist. Let's shut down the mosque." And the other issue with that is there are only 4 million Muslims in France who basically hate the crap out of her. And imagine her going around and shutting down mosques. You're basically gonna get an Arab Spring in France, and that never ends well. True story. The only thing that Marine Le Pen wants that is kinda good, which is basically to ensure that the working hours are fixed at 35 hours and take down the retirement age to 60 years. Otherwise, she is a devilish, evil hellspawn that's gonna come out and eat your little babies. No. That was weird. So, on the other hand, we have Emmanuel Macron. So this guy is a bit of a quite different guy. It's the first time ever in French politics where actually both socialists and Republicans did not have a place in the top two contenders for the presidential election. But instead, we have a new created party which is kind of left-centerish. His ideology is a bit like Obama and Hillary, but he is more likable than Hillary because, let's be honest, no one likes Hillary. Sorry. And on top of that, he is pro-EU. He does care about the EU, and he wants, however, at the same time, he wants to basically ensure that France is still a big leader, especially with all the changes that is happening and Brexit. So he wants to reestablish France in the EU and make them have a new, powerful... I mean, most of his promises aren't exactly exact, but then again, better him than the racist French lady. It's that simple. He was known to be, or supposed to be, the advisor of Hollande during his presidency. He was even a bit like his protege, but obviously he decided to go against the Socialist Party and create his own démarche. He does want to have more military spending. He wants to get more involved in Syria, especially with ISIS and all those crazy Arabs over there. And he wants to increase the GDP for military spending from 1.8 to 2 GDP, 2% GDP of the France GDP. That's a lot of GDP in one sentence. And on the other hand, he also wants to reduce corporate tax to make France a bit more business-like. Again, that's quite conservative, so he wants to take it down to 25%, but also reduce benefits on anyone working. So again, pretty harsh. Anyhow, those are the two contenders. Hope you pick wisely. Don't pick the racist lady because no one likes racists. Anyhow, have a good day, guys. Peace out.